Namaste. Today I'm going to talk about karmic churning which will happen in the meditation across. Now normally we do not undergo karmic churning because that which is confrontational, that which is away from the reality is not, we would not like to face. We would not like to face the reality. It's the nature of the human being. Now what happens with the mind is, the mind has two levels. The superficial level of the mind, the deep aspect of the mind. And the Western psychologists divide the mind as conscious mind, unconscious mind and subconscious mind across. Now what happens is, for example, you are interacting with somebody and he has hurt you. Now you can't take it across. You find it very, very difficult to resolve it immediately across. So the mind likes to shut down using the will. It's like putting something over a paper, or something is dug across and closed across. Like that, the mind closes the bad memories, bad feelings and the bad things across. Now this gets accumulated over a period of time. Now meditation is opening that lid and overcoming that particular lid. For example, there was a lady who told me she was thinking about dosas all the time. She had actually avoided eating dosa. She went on thinking about different kinds of dosa and how the dosa will be beautiful across. The best way to remember meditation is, you will remember your enemy face. Your toxic feeling will come out. It's like the pus and the wound come out. It's like when you scrub, the dirt comes out. When you scrub the mind, the dirt of the mind comes out, and that is the poison which comes out of the mind across. That is why many people find it very difficult to meditate, because as they go internally, the recess of the mind, all the muck of not only of this lifetime, of past lifetime, of past memory tends to come out across. It is like a white layer of rice. Beneath this is the non-vegetarian. Beneath this is a biryani across. As you open up, as you dug up, all the things, all the demon starts coming across. So this is called as karmic churning. Now many people don't understand that when you meditate, there will be karmic churning across. There was a guy who had some past life trauma. He got actually killed because of some kind of a wave of water. The water suddenly gushed in and he suffocated and died. And all those memories started coming up, and he found it very, very difficult to handle it across. He found it very, very difficult across. The other problem with the karmic churning is, some psychiatrically sensitive people will see the other world. Actually, one of my friend who was a meditator who told me, he says, I'm seeing dark faces, I'm seeing beings, I'm very, very disturbed, I'm very frightened to go the meditation. For example, the web of third eye will be very, very weak for these people across. So they will encounter the lower astral across. If the higher astral opens up, you will feel very blissful, happy, peaceful. If the lower astral opens up, you will feel a lot of mental disturbance across. And many people, the energy gets stuck. There are three layers of energy: head, heart and the dantein. For example, head-oriented people will find it very, very easy to meditate. Heart-oriented people, they start crying. There was a lady who went into Master Chova. She started crying a lot, crying. She said, Gopal, I didn't know why I was crying across. I just feel like crying across as a person, which means it's an overactivation of the heart chakra is there. And some people, there was a monk who was there, who was meditating across, who came and told me that he is having a lot of gas and he is finding it very difficult, and he is finding it very difficult to suppress the sexual urge part of it. I told Swamiji, your navel chakra is blocked and the energy is trying to pierce the navel chakra and come out, and you are finding it very, very difficult. Eventually, the Swamiji in Tiruvannamalai got married across, and he had a family, he had a house, and the entire Grahastha thing happened to him as a person. So please understand that the energy can get stuck up in different points. For example, there was a meditator who was meditating a lot and who found he was unable to talk after the meditation. It actually took some time. There was some karmic injury in the chakra which he found it very difficult to talk to about. So these karmic churning, all these difficulties has to be overcome by allowing the karmic churning to happen. It is like going in a swirl. You go through the swirl and then you come out of it successfully. You can't suppress it. You can't sit over it, and it will look good. But as the meditation, the dirt gets clean, all these goblins, all these demons, all these things will come up. There was a guy who came and told me, "Sir, I'm meditating a lot. I find it very, very difficult to meditate." I asked him why. Myself, my brother fought some 20 years ago. All those memories are coming out so much so that I found it very difficult to control those memories across. So this is also one of the problem. You would have had trauma, you would have had drama, you would have had misunderstanding with that people. Unresolved memories will keep coming up across, and you will find it very difficult to control the mind across. So please understand that meditation on the deeper level brings out the churning of the emotional body. There are pancha koshas are there, the manomaya kosha, the annamaya kosha, the pranamaya kosha, anandamaya kosha, and the manomaya kosha gets stirred across. The heart chakra gets stirred, and all the muck will come out before you become very peaceful across. Of course, many people enjoy the environment. Many people enjoy the externality of the meditation, the smell, the sound, the environment across. But remember, this is a very, very important passage in the point of meditation, and it is called as the dark night of the soul. Now, many people think the dark night of soul appears only once. No, the dark night of the soul appears many times. Many times you get tested. You need to pray God. You need to understand that you're very lucky and you should be grateful for many times. I saw Virat Kohli talking the other day. He said, "I'm very happy for scoring the runs. I'm very grateful. I'm also grateful many times when I bat, I had given catches. People have not caught that catch. I went on to build up a big innings across. And just like I was lucky many times in my life, I should be grateful to whatever I have got across a person." So in the same way, you'll start thanking for all the good things which has happened. The mind becomes so rapidly negative when you meditate across, and it has a quality to exaggerate all the negativity. For example, there was a lady who fought with her husband and went into meditation. She was finding it very, very difficult to concentrate, difficult to meditate, and she was getting mentally disturbed and agitated across. She wanted to actually get up and slap her husband across. Some people tend to suppress and they have health issues. One lady used to have a nagging and a splitting headache after she used to meditate across. I told her, "You're suppressing some anger about it." She denied it, but then she later told me, "Yes, actually I had suppressed the anger of my father, and that was coming out again and again as a person." So people actually have a strong will, have a small heart and a very small gut. Now, many people say, be true to yourself. In meditation, you need to be true to yourself. You need to karmically cleanse yourself. Meditation is a process of cleansing your soul, which in turn cleanses the mind, which in turn cleanses the heart, which in turn cleanses the entire thing across. So please understand, meditation has connection with karmic churning. Many people want to become a yogi, jnani, without understanding that karmic churning of the energy block has to be cleared to go into another dimension. Your heart has to be so big. That's what Jalaluddin Rumi says. Your heart has to be broken many times, because then only the rivers of love will flow. So which means be ready. you'll become very sensitive, very energy observant as you go deeper into meditation across. But one should be willing to face the karmic journey. Thank you.